What is up, you guys? I'm Dark Celtic, and we're here on my Smurf. This video is mainly made for Jake because I'm wanting to show new players kind of how to go about League of Legends when they first start playing. So the idea of what we're going to do first is say the most important things very much first. So people that get bored, they can exit off quick. But Jake, you need to watch the whole thing because I'm going to do a round of nunu for you so you can see nunu. When you first start playing League of Legends nowadays, you get 400 RP. My suggestion is save that RP, hold on to it until you have something important to buy with it. Don't just buy some random cheap champion, because there are some really expensive champions, and you'll want to save that 400 for when you want to get those important ones. Then you want to play matches up to level 10. Save all your IP. This is the IP. This is the stuff you get for winning matches, losing matches, and just plain playing matches. RP you have to buy with actual real money. That's money as in cha-ching. IP you can get just for playing the game. So save that up. Save that up to level 10 and buy a champion you want. From now until level 10, what you'll want to do is use the free champions of the week. Every week there are 10 free champions that you can play with. This week is Zyra, Fiora, all of these guys are here except for Soraka. The little exclamation point at the top left-hand corner is the fact that they are free to play this week. And, play a champion, see if you like that champion, and if you like that champion and you feel that that champion is what you want to do in League of Legends. Because when it comes down to it, you have these categories right here, right? You got tank is the big one, which I need to turn that off, all of them. You got your tanks. These guys are designed to take a lot of damage and not get hurt. Well, they're designed to try to get hurt and protect their team so that their team can win. Mages are all about slowing people down, dealing a lot of magic damage, and trying to kill enemies as quickly as possible, or try to lock them down for the other part of the team. Trying to think of a good champion to pick out for that. You got your ranged champions. Those are your AD carries, basically. Well, your AD carry ranged champions, I guess you could say. And you got some mages in there as well. Then you got your jungler, which that's not important for most new players. Don't really worry about jungling. You can learn that later. You got your stealth characters, people that can go invisible, stuff like that. But pick out a champion that you really like, save your IP up until you can buy him or her. Because that's what's important. You don't worry about ruins. Don't worry about ruins until you're level 20. At level 20, you can buy tier 3 ruins. Those are the ones that are important for the most part. I remember having such a headache for trying to buy tier 1 and tier 2 and trying to upgrade them into tier 3. But ultimately, wait until you're able to use tier 3. Because they require level 20 to use. Ruins help you start out in the game, so like when you go into a match, these things up your character for whatever you're wanting, like give it 3.4 attack speed, or movement speed, or magic resist, or attack speed, or armor, health, magic penetration, those kind of things. So don't worry about these until you're level 20, because tier 1 and tier 1 pretty much does nothing for your champion. It's just a waste of IP. They're very cheap, sure, and it's just they don't do enough to actually matter, in my opinion. Tier 2 are pretty medium, but you're wasting your money. They're 820, 410. You could buy so many more tier 3s, which cost a lot, but you can buy tier 3s, and those are the ones that actually help because they're the best. So wait until level 20 before you start getting into the whole ruin idea of things. But you can start your masteries whenever you want to. Masteries, you get 1 point for every level you are. So right now I have 4 points. If I revert, I have points available for. And you can go through here and read every single one of these. And you got your offense, your defense, and your utility. The most important thing to note is that your summoner items, which is Exhaust, Ignite, Ghost, and Garrison, Cleanse, Heal, Smite, Barrier, Revive, Teleport, Flash, Clarity, Clairvoyance. Those are very important, and you can actually enhance them. Those are probably the most important starting out. For AD carry, I'd probably do like attack speed. For tank, you want to get like some more health. For mages, you want to get more mana. For utilities, maybe movement speed. That's what you would just go through it and do that. But they don't really become useful as the usefulness of them until you're about level 15. So Worry about these later if you want to, or you can just start doing them as soon as you start in the game. At least get your Summoner's Wrath, or if you want to use Cleanse, Heal, Smite, whatever you want to use, but make sure you get at least 1 point in them. Which brings us to the spells. That's the thing that I was talking about. So let's take Exhaust and Ignite. If I have this point in there, Exhaust reduces target magic, resist, and armor by 10. If we go to spells here, Exhaust is level 8. Exhaust targets enemy champion, reducing their movement speed and damage dealt by 30%, and their armor and magic resist if you have that point in there. For first starting out, like at level 4, I use Ghost and Heal for my tank and like AD carry champions. If I'm using a mage, I use Ghost and Clarity. Some people say that Flash is better than Ghost when you get up there, but most of the time I find that Ghost helps me out more than Flash does, because I can get into battle quicker, I can leave battle quicker, I can catch up to enemies, I can run away from enemies, I can stuff like that. Flash does some similar to the same things, except it's just typically when someone flashes away from me, I can Ghost and get them anyway, or if, vice versa. But it's a little weird, I guess you could say, as far as Ghost and Flash. Really, I count them as equals. Either way, I'm willing to swap out my Ghost or Flash for Teleport when I'm in 5v5 anyway. It doesn't really matter to me. Ignite and Exhaust. I would use Ignite on mages and champions that do damage over time. And I'd use Exhaust for AD carries and tanks to help support your team, and also lock someone down so you can hit them a lot more faster. So over Ignite for certain things. But most of the time it's Ghost and Flash, Ignite and Exhaust, and stuff like that, or use them both. It doesn't really matter. Things that I really don't use, I don't use this unless I'm a mage. Smite's only good for jungler in 5v5. Cleanse is almost never used unless you're one of them people. Barrier's good for AD carries sometimes. It's based on what you're doing. If you don't have much sustainability. And Clairvoyance is good for supports in 5v5, but that's about it. The rest of them are really niche, and this one's for a completely different game mode. I'm not even worried about that. But anyway, when you first log in, you've got this page, and then you got your profile, which is here, and it shows your kills, your honors, and stuff like that. When you're level 30, you can join a league and play ranked matches, and it'll keep track of your ranks and your honors. You got your match history, which I've been playing with Jake. I'm trying to teach him the game, so that's why I'm got bad scores there, but that doesn't matter. Right now, you got your champion list where you can take and look at what you have available to yourself. You can look at other champions by clicking on their picture, see what kinds of skins they have, read what their abilities do, see a video of what their ability does, and the lore of who the champion is and like his background and story. And then they got a few little tips for you if you want to go check them out. Your ruin page, you got marks, seals, and glyphs, and 3 quintessences when you get up to level 10, 20, and 30. And those are important. But ultimately, that's pretty much all of that. I'm going to do a round of nunu on this account, so you guys can see that. And that was the tutorial League of Legends. That's your interface and client. To recap over, save your points from level 1 to 10 to buy a champion. IP points, that is. Save your IP points from 1 to 10 to buy a champion. From 10 to 20, save your points to buy ruins. And when you have enough IP at level 20, take your IP, go on to a guide on the internet. There's 100 billion places you can go. I like LOL King, personally, that I use for it. But you can look up builds just about anywhere. Just do their champion guide. Pick out the champion you're wanting to play. So for Jake's instance, it would be Rammus. So you would want to click Rammus and find somebody that's like, you got your jungle Rammus, you got your support Rammus, you got your general Rammus. Taunt OP, whatever. And you want to go and look at what runes they're using. Plus 26 health, that much resistance per level. That's your quintessences, seals, glyphs, marks. This is the ruin. This is the masteries that they use, the abilities that they pick. These things are very important to learn champions that you don't know later out in the game. And they use certain summoning spells with him. And it's a really good way of going about it. Matchups, he's bad when he versus Lee Sin, apparently. So I think that's what that means. I don't remember. But anyway, the point is, I like using Lolking. You can use Mobifier, Elo Hell. They're all out there. You just look up League of Legends Championship or Champion guides, and you can find out stuff about that. It's at the 10-minute marker. I feel like I should probably play Nunu now to show my friend Jake a little bit of how to play Nunu. I was wanting to play Rammus, but I couldn't buy him, so let's play a 3v3. Oh yeah, let's go over this real quick. There's certain ways you play a game. I'm going to put this in. Yeah, there. Hit play. You got your PvP where you can play actual players. You can play Dominion, but that's a completely different game mode, and I don't suggest that for new players. I suggest playing either 5v5 Rift, normal, or draft. Normal means that nobody knows who's picking what on the enemy team, and draft allows you to ban characters, and you get to see what your enemy is picking before the match starts. Draft is always ranked. There's always ranked. Ranked is always a draft pick. So getting used to normal draft pick, if you want to play ranked in the future, is a good way to go about it. Otherwise, blind is just for fun, doing whatever. I like Twisted Tree Line. It's very good for new players to start out, learn champions, stuff like that. I don't really like 5v5 too much. I find it to be too big of a map and too much of a cluster, and really one team's going to win, and it pretty much is you see them winning early on. Whereas Twisted Tree Line is a really big struggle at sometimes. Sometimes you can be down on your last turret and still push and win the game. There's a really big struggle between the two in there. But that's the versing players. You got the co-op versus AI, which is a team of 5 or 3 based on Summoner's Rift or Twisted Tree Line. All these players versus the AI, and it's just bots. This is really good. This is really good for new players to learn the game, and they have a new Dominion out too. That's cool. But you'll verse the AI, which is the enemy, the robot people. For people that don't know what AI is, hopefully you know what AI is by now. But anyway, it'll be 5 people versus 5 bots, and you can pick the difficulty of the bots and go in and play with those people. Or you can do a custom, and this is for people that are afraid to play with other players, or they're just not ready. You go to play, custom, join or create game. You can pick your Twisted Tree Line, which is the 3v3 map. You can pick the Proving Grounds, which is literally a 1-lane map. Summoner's Rift, which is the 3 lanes 5v5 map. Twisted Tree Line is the one that you've been playing on a lot, Jake, since he's there. When you get in this, there's you, and then you just add bots, however many bots you want to fight, and such. You can pick the champion that you want to fight, like Warwick instead of him. If you want to pick Swain instead of Sona, you can pick out who you want to be with and who you want to verse, and then you can hit start game, and it'll take you in and you pick a character. So let's get out of that. Go back here. But today we're going to play actual players. We're wanting to go to PvP 3v3 normal, and we'll play a 3v3 match by ourselves. Nobody in our party, so here we go. Hopefully, we're going to play Nunu since he's free this week, and get my win of the day on this account, and teach Jake. People that don't want to learn how to play Nunu, I'm teaching people how to play Nunu. So
here we go.
Our ruin page, we don't have any ruins. When you get in here, you can pick your ruin page that you want to use. So when you're level 20 and you have ruin pages actually set up, you can pick which pages you want, and then you can pick your masteries, and you can edit your masteries while here, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a Nunu page. We're going to go, since we have 4 points, we want that, and health, just plainly said health. Save masteries. Exit. So we have a Nunu page and a ruin page that's pretty there. Let's say Ghost and heal, because Nunu doesn't need too much mana. He starts out with a pretty good amount of mana. Now Nunu, he has his 4 abilities, which we'll go over in a little bit. So we'll lock in. We have a Mastery and a Twitch with us. It's pretty cool that we have a Twitch with us, so he really went for that champion quick, didn't he? Because, you're versing people at the same skill level as you. So Mastery, he's a cheap champion. Not cheap as in OP. He is OP champion, but he is cheap to buy. He's easy to buy. So we're going to use OP means overpowered for those that don't know, and we're just going to go right into the match. I'll do a jump cut to the, loading screen's already up, so we'll just talk about the loading screen for a second. In the loading screen, you can get an idea of what you're fighting. If you know the champions, you can get an idea of what we're fighting. So right now we have Garen and Kassadin. Kassadin's their mage. Garen's going to be their tank. And what do we got for our middle guy? More than likely, Kassadin's going to be bottom. Garen may top based on who this guy is. Okay, so Master Yi is going to be top. Kassadin and Garen are going to be bottom. That's what would happen on normality. Now, where I'm such a low level, I don't know what this team is going to do. They could do anything, but at level 30, typically people would do Kassadin bottom, Garen bottom, Master Yi top, because Master Yi gets all those minion kills and gets to be really quick fast. For us, I hope we go Nunu Twitch bottom. Either way, I'm going to try to go for bottom because that's just a better way to go for Nunu. Nunu is a better bottom champion than he is a top champion, and you'd rather have your AD carries to go top or whoever. Either one of these champions can go top, really. And in Twisted Tree Line, there's 2 lanes, top and bottom. Bottom typically is the tanks and mages, whereas top is the AD carries, ranged or melee. So that's the idea. And we'll go over what Twisted Tree Line is, we'll go over Nunu, we'll go over everything about playing the game, and things like that. In one fell swoop here. And this is a really skill-based map. This is a really skill-based game. It really takes time to learn the game, learn what's going on, and figure the game out. And you're going to have to play a lot of matches, you're going to lose a lot of matches, you're going to have to just roll with the punches and enjoy the game for what it is rather than winning. There's a lot of people that play this game and get angry at losing, and that's just silly because you're always going to lose on this game typically as a new player. Anyway, we started out, they have a few hints and junk pop up. I don't really worry about those. Go straight for your shop. You can click right there for shop, and there's a recommended page. Be sure you're on recommended page as a new player. This is the starting items, essential items, offensive and defensive, and you can really, get used to playing from there. We're going to actually follow the recommended, even though I have a better build that I know of, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You have 3 abilities starting out, and for Nunu, I suggest using the E first because it's his ranged projectile that he uses. You can click it, or you can just press E on your keyboard and then click another player. I have auto fire on, so when I click E, if my cursor is near somebody, it'll automatically hit them. So it'll be like, boom, it'll automatically launch. So if it looks a little too quick, I'm sorry. I may take the time to actually I'm going to turn that off real quick since, whatever. Let's see, where's it at? Not video. Why would I go to video? Let's see. I think it's in. Is it in key binding? No, it's not. Okay. More options. Oh wait, no. This account doesn't actually. Yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, it does. Never mind. So, are you gonna come in here for me? That'd be nice if you did, but it'd be a little bit silly. Alright. Anyway, let's get talking here. See if I can't figure this out. I thought it was in key bindings. All chat, Alienware, light effects, timestamp, smoothing, acquire, auto acquire target. There it is. Okay, hit OK. No, that's for basic attacks. Key bind. It has to be in key bindings then. Oh, it is in key bindings because I have it set up for. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. We'll talk about that in a minute. So they have an AFK teammate, which means away from computer. Get back here. I ain't done with you. Goodbye then. Nope. Okay. Alright, so I'm lagging a little bit. Let me make sure my cord's in. Okay, so let's talk about the map a little bit. You right click to move your champion around, and he'll move to that spot that you pick. So put them here, put them there, put them here, doot. So you'll see me clicking a lot around. You can look at the shop, but you can't buy anything if you click the money down here, and your money goes up every few seconds. So let's pick this, throw a ball, slowing him down. Nope, that's it. Ally has been slain. You press Y to lock your map, otherwise you'll have to move the map yourself. But you press the Y key on your keyboard in order to lock it to your champion. Oh, we're gonna die. Nope. Maybe not. I don't know. We're just gonna chip damage on Master E. For people that don't have the auto shoot on, it will look like you'll click and then you'll have to. It'll look like you'll press E, so this will come up, and then you push it on a champion. How to set up that is go to your key bindings, scroll down to SmartCast. Right here. Go down to SmartCast spell 1 and then put that as your Q, W, E, and R, and that'll take and turn it into SmartCasting, which allows you to, instead of clicking this and targeting, you can just put your mouse over yourself and it'll do it really fast. So, kind of like that. Either way, it looks like our Master E is gone. Cool thing about Nunu is you really don't need boots early game for most part, because he has that movement speed buff thing. Alright, let's go over his abilities real quick. You have your Q, which is really close to your champion, but you eat a minion. This can eat the jungle minions. This can eat enemy minions. It can eat jungle minions. It can eat anything. Then you have Blood Boil, which allows you to give a teammate, and you can give it to your minions. I actually didn't know that. I typically give it to myself. But anyway, you can eat a minion with your Q, giving yourself health. You can give yourself Blood Boil, which allows you to punch faster and move faster. And then you have your E, which allows you to pick a target and it'll throw an ice ball, slowing them down and dealing a lot of damage. So now we're going to go for the altars. Altars, based on how many you control, give you stuff. One altar will give you 3 gold per kill. 2 altars will give you attack damage and ability power buffs. Let's eat one of these minions right here. And it doesn't have to kill them to give you the HP, so keep that in mind. Okay, next we'll talk about champions and stuff like that. Mana's low. Come on, give me just enough mana to hit him with one more ball. Come on. Come on! Fine. Goodbye. Oh, I thought I was going to have enough to at least eat a minion. This is going to hurt, maybe? Maybe not. Don't you kill me, Garen. Come on, Twitch, you can kill Cassidon right there. Alright, and that gives us a good moment to talk about turrets. Turrets deal a lot of damage, and by a lot of damage, I mean a lot of damage. I just killed Garen there by just punching him twice. The idea here is, if Garen, had his minions, otherwise known at this point enemy minions, the red minions, if they were here and the turret was attacking the minions, it wouldn't have attacked him. But if he attacked me, it would start attacking him over the minions. So let's talk about Twitch over here. Right now, the turret is attacking the minions and not him. If he attacked Garen there, the turret would have swapped over to him and started killing Twitch instead. Now Twitch is getting into a 2v1, but it looks like Twitch can handle himself. So, down here, Master Yi's taking a few things. Let's get the rest of my boots in this Kindle Gem. And then we'll go down and fight Master Yi. So the idea is, do not fight a turret unless you have your minions with you. Otherwise, it's pointless to fight them. Come on. Okay. That was a 1v1. He's a basic... yeah, I shouldn't have fought him. It doesn't really matter at this point, though. I'm just trying to teach about how to play the game and such. Apparently they're not focusing on the altars, so I'm going to just go get the other altar. But yeah, this is what Smurf play looks like. You know what you're doing, but nobody else really knows what's going on. So we're going to go get the other altar, get that extra 10% damage and ability power. They're attacking the... they're about to attack the turret. See how they have their minions, and now they can attack the turret because their minions are there. But personally, this altar is going to help me more than anything else, so I'll let them have that. We have an AFK Master Yi, but I think they have an AFK... no, they don't have anything AFK. They did at one point, though. Me and Twitch can take Master Yi. Come on, Twitch, help me out here. Or don't. Twitch is not even remotely trying to help me. There you go. Twitch is dominating. That means he's on a killing spree, basically. He's killed a whole bunch of different people. Let's get some mana on us. And then we're going to go ult. Okay, anyway, you had the ball of ice that you can throw at your enemy. You can give yourself movement speed, you can eat minions, and then you can do your ult, which slows everybody out around you in this area, and then deals massive damage to them. So after, like, it slows everybody's movement speed, their attack speed, and then after 5 seconds of channeling, it will blow up, dealing massive damage to everyone around you. Kindle Gem, I guess. What do they want me to build the Kindle Gem into? They haven't really stated where they want the Kindle Gem to be built into. That's weird. It doesn't matter, I guess. So anyway. Okay, so that's the ult. The ult happens at level 6. It's locked until level 6. And, we'll kill some minions in here, take back over the match and win. Master Yi's going straight attack damage. I'll pull out some armor. So is Garen, apparently. I don't see Garen as too much of a threat, though. But the Garen-Kassadin combo definitely is. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. Does he think he can take me? Get the health back, take and run, slow him down, pop in a couple basic hits, hit him with that, back up just slightly, and then go for the basic hits. Eat a minion. Run, ghost, go back to base. Anyway, so that's the idea of how to play Nunu. You just kind of go about it and do it. Nunu's a very easy champion to learn and pick up and get into playing. I'm gonna go that. I don't want to go Frozen Heart. Well, Frozen Heart would be good against Master Yi though, but this would be better as an attack damage item. Plus it gives me ability power, doesn't it? Yeah, it gives me like 40. So we're gonna sell this Kindle Gem, well, whenever we get a chance. I don't really see using the Kindle Gem that much. We'll eat this. Punch things to death. We still control both altars, so I'm not very worried about anything at this point. Because the altars is giving me 10% attack damage and 10% ability power, so... Alright, sticking around here with me then? That's cool. This... Bye, Garen. Then we'll go eat this. Teammate quit. I can't, no, there's no way I can fight Master Yi. This is not going to work out for me. Eat a minion. Double kill. At every base, there's a giant turret that can kill anything in one hit if they go too far up the stairs. As a suggestion for new players, don't ever go up the stairs. Ever. Don't chase, don't do anything silly. I just got a double kill because of them. And their silliness. So, watch out for that. So, we got 5 gold until we can buy my Sheen. It's going to take me a while, but I can pretty much turn this match around. If I didn't have 2 AFK teammates, this would have been a little bit easier. But, oh, he came back. That's good. Where are you going, Garen? And don't make the mistake of 2v1ing people that you can't kill. Kind of like that Garen just did. Alright, so... How much until I can get that? 640? Okay. I'm gonna need armor if I ever want to fight this guy. Thank you for sticking around, buddy. Goodbye. And there you go with turrets again. He was attacking me underneath my turret. It gave me just enough damage to not care and just constantly kill him. Now we have enough to buy my item. He's going straight for crits, so that's fine. Now we'll actually go for anti-crits, actually. We're going to go armor. Let's see, what armor do I want? I want to say Sunfire Cape. Almost. Actually, Woogle's Witch Cap would be pretty decent. There's Twitch killing a turret down there with his minions. Always fight turrets with your minions. Never go away from them. Can Twitch fight Master Yi? Oh yeah, Twitch has got that. Not even a problem. And can he get... Yeah, he can. Level 14 Twitch, level 7 Cassidon. Not much he could do. Oh, we got Garen up here trying to go for the win, I guess. Let's go down here and click on him. You just can't get away from me. Twitch going for that turn up top. I guess we can go for the win now, because we're at that position to where we would want to. I'm coming to help you, Twitch. If that Master Yi doesn't watch, me and him's gonna go and win this. And that's pretty much how the match goes. You have turrets, and then you have inhibitors. Killing an inhibitor allows you to spawn bigger minions. Let's see, do they have a... They don't have an inhibitor right now. I'm not rushing up there because that'll get me killed. I'm gonna ult all of these minions because I want to be able to win this. And then we're gonna take and kill this. Oh, I didn't know Twitch was fighting something. Give Twitch some attack speed, though he doesn't really need it. And then we go right for the stuff right here. Tab all. Good game, well played. Eat a minion. And that's game. You hit the enter button, you can type dash all or press the shift button, I think, in order to type to all the players, otherwise you're just typing to your team. And then here's the end of the game here. I'm not going to report any new players. Now I'll accept him. Anyway, that's a little bit of how to play League of Legends. You can watch this over and over if you want to figure out how I was doing things and kind of figure it out on your own. But really it comes down to skill and how easy it is for you to play and such like that. Alright, anyway, these are new players, so I kind of feel bad for beating them and stuff like that, but ultimately, you know, we've got to learn how to play, and that's how things go. So, there you go. This is my tutorial on how to play League of Legends. That was the nunu match, and hopefully, Jake, you learned something. This was mainly for my friend Jake, once again. To recap over, save your IP from every match that you play until you have enough to buy an actually good champion. Every day you get a win of the day bonus, so play once per day at least. You'll get a whole bunch of IP. I think it's like 250 IP each time you win once a day. If you, it's the win of the day, so you have to win at least once. So that's the idea. And save up all your IP until you're able to buy a champion. At level 20, start buying your ruins, and that'll help your to have ruins. And whenever you level up, use your masteries. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.